Top of the world to you guys, my YouTube family. It's me, Kwesi Asante of King Koko Anase Photography, and thanks for joining me for today's session of Pro Tip Tuesday. It's my pleasure joining you for today. I've got some really amazing content coming your way in terms of answering some questions that you guys have been asking me in my DMs on Instagram. I'm thinking of having a session where I do sometimes I do stuff like this. Any questions that I have, I compile them, put them together and answer them, so that some of you guys too who are having questions like that will be able to have answers to those questions as well. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I put up free information on photography tips and tricks, behind the scenes of shoots and stuff like that. So if you're interested in content like that, please do subscribe, and let's jump right into the video for today. So I've got 3 questions from some of my followers, and I'm gonna share them with you right here. So let's jump right into the first question over here. The first question that I got asked is, please can you help me out on a choice of lens between the Sigma 85 1.4 ARTS and the 7200 f2.8 IS lens. When I got asked this question, the first question I asked him back was, what other lenses do you own? And he replied by saying that he has the 50mm. So I said, if you have the 50mm, you getting an 85 won't be very ideal. The 50 is a good portrait lens, the 85 is also a good portrait lens, but if you want versatility, please go for the 7200, because it's a that lens is basically known for its versatility. It's used for sports, for events, for portraits, studio, beauty, practically everything. It's a workhorse. It lasts long. There's a lot of good things about the lens. So that's why I told him that if you want versatility, please go for that lens. And it's a nice pairing lens, the 50 to 7200. If you are doing events, it goes hand in hand. I put up a video like that a couple of weeks back on this channel where I talked about ideal lenses for wedding photography, and I paired those lenses together. So if you are in a market and you are on the fence about a question like this, I just answered your question. So let's jump into the second question of the day. So the second question that I got asked is, how often do I delete or format photos on my SD card? So this question came when I was on assignment, actually out of Accra. Well, actually I took a picture of one of the pictures I had on the event on my Instagram status, and he asked me that he saw that the number of pictures on my SD card read 1,000 over. And he wanted to know how come I have so much pictures on my card and haven't deleted them. From my experience, what I usually do is when I shoot an event, for instance, today if I shoot an event, let's say a birthday party, and I have, for instance, 500 pictures, and when I get home, I back those pictures up on my hard drive, and then I don't delete or format the pictures on my SD card. I keep them there. Tomorrow when I have an event, I'll shoot. The following day when I have these events, I'll shoot. Like anytime I shoot and I come home, I'll back the pictures up on my drive, on my hard drive. So I only delete the pictures when the SD card is full. I'm shooting on a 5D Mark III, and it has access for 2 cards, a CF and an SD card. So I use the CF card as backup and my SD card as my main card for shooting. So I don't delete pictures. I only just shoot on them till it's full. I realize that sometimes you might think that you had copied or backed the pictures up. You're at an event and you realize that your card is almost full and you want to delete, and then you are thinking in your mind, have I copied? Did I not copy? Then you are standing there and the event is going on, and then you are in a dilemma. Guys, that shouldn't be you. Don't delete. That's what I do. I just keep the pictures there. I back them up. So when it's full, then I erase, because then you're on the safe side. Even if you haven't copied, you still have the pictures on your SD card. You come and then you check, and then you copy, and you can copy them after. And a tip I'm going to share with you on that answer also is that I don't format my SD card. I only delete the pictures. I always usually like to do research on things that I have issues with myself, and some of the answers that I got is that when you format an SD card, if you are trying to retrieve pictures from them, it's difficult sometimes. So erasing them is easier. I've tried it and it worked for me. Some time back. I thought I had copied pictures. Happens to all of us, guys. Happens to all of us. And I checked, I hadn't copied them. I had erased the pictures on my SD card. So I used the recovery software, and I got the pictures back. Everything was intact. So I was safe. But don't format your SD card. Just erase the pictures on it. So that's the answer for question number 2. The last but not the least question that I'm going to answer for today is, so I just bought the Yongnuo YN600EX RT2, an amazing speed light, by the way. I own one myself. So what trigger should I go for that flash system? My answer is the Yongnuo YN622CTX. I own those triggers. I have had them for close to over 2 years. Yep, over 2 years, and they are solid, they are robust, they serve me well, just as the Yongnuo speed light myself. And these are the triggers that I use for them, and it always works all the time. And the thing with this is does TTL, it does ETCL, high speed sync, and when this one goes on your camera, and this goes on the flash. And with this one, when you are shooting, you can change the settings. It has 3 modes you can connect to. You can change the zoom, you can change the flash power on this. It's an amazing trigger. So if you're in the market for triggers for your Yongnuo flash, consider these. These also do high speed sync, so check them out. They are pretty amazing. So guys, that's about it for today's video. If you enjoyed the content, please do leave a like. Helps me out a lot. I'm trying to build my channel, and also motivation for me to keep doing videos like this. I've grown to love doing videos, so I'm gonna keep putting on amazing content like this for some of you guys. And you guys, this video in this channel, I'm all about sharing and interacting. So again, please hit me up in the comments, DM me on Instagram, anything, and anytime I have the time, I'm going to answer all your questions. I love your questions, guys. So I'm trying to do something on this channel where I have a session like this where I answer some of the questions that you guys give me. So if there's something you think you would like to do, let me know that in the comments. And if you have any recommendations for any video that you'd like me to do, feel free, shoot me up, and I'm gonna do it for you guys. So until I come away again next week, guys, it's Kwesi Asante of King Kukwanasi Photography. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Peace out.